After our first successful flip, we were excited to do it all over again. And we found the perfect opportunity very quickly again. We are here in JBC at the Autograph by Green Group. We are in love with this building because it has a beautiful courtyard, amazing loft-type apartment, and it's also aligned with our sustainability mission. Dubai real estate market is booming and JBC is one of the biggest hotspots for investment right now, attracting a young crowd of professionals. With high rental demand, is the perfect space to add value through stylish renovation and smart transformations. Hi!
Hi, how are you?
This place is amazing. Every time I'm coming here, I'm amazed by the light.
But it's super airy and spacious.
It's a good canvas to work with, yeah?
Exactly.
We are in a brand new one-bedroom apartment, 75 square meter, just delivered by the developer. It has very nice, beautiful natural light, a double height ceiling, nice finishes, and smart home devices.
As a shell for a space, I really like how this kitchen is an open plan and it's very well thought out, from the materials to the functionalities.
The future person that will live here can actually decide their own style without having these heavy finishes that I think in the past in Dubai they were actually everywhere.
Exactly, it's pretty neutral with darker countertops, which make it perfect. You know, you can't really see scratches or imperfections in the long run. And I love how next to the built-in appliances, which by the way, this is an amazing brand, it's top of the line appliances. You have this open shelving spot to leave your things, you know, sunglasses, keys, your key elements before leaving.
When I entered this apartment, I noticed immediately that there is a lot of space here. Do you think it's worth using it for storage, or what would you do here?
Having a piece of storage here, it's going to ruin the whole aesthetic of the stairs. So I would just leave maybe the space as a potential, you know, decorative element, or like a future home for a pet. You know, I'm loving the space and the layout, and I can't stop thinking of all the crazy things we can do with the space here.
Well, Serena, I didn't tell you earlier, but I didn't want to ruin the surprise for you. We already have a buyer for this space, so which is great, but this means that we have already some guidelines, requirements, requests, and a style. Which is Bali Vibes.
Bali Vibes.
Yeah.
The main design objectives for this apartment is to make it cozy, but most importantly is just to maximize the storage. This client insisted to have the most storage possible, so we went on a mission and decided this is gonna be the one bedroom that has the most storage in Dubai. In terms of storage, there's quite a few spots that I think would work, but one of the main ones I'd like to focus on is this wall. So we could have, for example, an element that goes from the bottom to the ceiling. It doesn't have to necessarily be storage all the way up. And also knowing that it's potentially the area where we'd have the TV unit, since all the sockets are over here.
I need to stop you on this point, because our client really would like to have a very functional home office with a professional desk.
If it's either the TV unit or a sit-stand home office space, this would be the perfect location for it, you know, for easy access for the things, and working it out in a smart way that we still have enough space to go up and down the stairs and circulate around.
Looks like we have figured out what to do here. The space is very nice. We have got ideas. Let's go check out upstairs.
Let's do it.
I actually love this bedroom. It's a magical space, in my opinion, because it's really like a rare find here in Dubai to have a loft style where the bedroom is looking into the double height space in the living room, and you can actually check if the person below is working or what is doing. So it's very nice.
Another thing, looking at, you know, this lofty aspect, I think we can definitely create a bit of movement in the double height ceiling area by maybe having pendant lights at different levels, something that the eye can catch, and also to to leave this light element of the space, to maybe only have sheer curtains on the double height ceiling area and to do a blackout on this level only.
As part of the sustainability of the building, each apartment has smart home features, and I'm gonna show you my favorite three. Number one is smart climate control. In this way, you can always know how's the temperature of your house, even if you're not here. Number two is the intelligent locking system that you can control with a card, with the key, with the fingerprint, and through your app. And number three, smart mirror with integrated speakers.
One of the most unique things about this apartment is that it's like a loft-style living with a double height ceiling of 7 meters. So we decided to maximize on this aspect and have a built-in storage that goes all the way to the top, so it looks built-in, while using about 3/4 of that to have storage and maximizing it for our client. Now that we solved the solution for the storage, the rest of the furniture in the space is just an invite to this warm, cozy Bali style living. We have a beautiful cloud L-shaped sofa with linen texture that you just sink in, and a round dining table that is in a gray concrete-ish material to add a bit of this raw texture. To maximize the verticality of the space, other than the built-in storage, let's have 3 nice boho-style pendant lights sitting at different levels that can be seen even from the bedroom above. Since the client is mainly focused on working from home, it's really important for us to make the bedroom even more special and warm and cozy, just to give him this sense of disconnection, even though the entire space is warm. What we're planning on doing is trying to maintain this airy space. So perhaps we can integrate like a floating unit and pendant lights instead of having bedside tables, just so everything feels like it's floating like the rest of the apartment. Perhaps we can integrate a floating unit under the TV just to make everything even more light. The main color palette we decided to go for this space is like a nude, off-white, creamy kind of color. We put that on the walls, and also we're using it for the fabrics on the sofa and for the bed. Sticking on to our natural and earthy color palette, we're adding a pop of green, which reminds us of the nature and greenery, which was a request from the client. So we will add some plants and have these elements of green. Instead of having them for big items such as a sofa, we can have them, for example, as cushions, as a throw blanket, to wrap up the space and really make it feel natural and earthy. Now that the design is finalized, let's go shopping.
Let's look for the sofa then, the
Yes.
biggest piece in the house.
This one's too gray. I really like this one.
Too big. So cozy.
That's too many cushions. This is an L shape and it's so soft. It makes you feel like you're sitting on a cloud. I think it's just perfect.
What do you think about the size? Can we scale it down?
Yes, it's a modular sofa, so we can define based on the size required how long and wide we want it. So it's really perfect.
I saw a matching table there. Do you think we can go for that?
It's really nice, but since we went for a big piece that's light colored, the sofa, I'd rather go for something that's a bit on the darker side.
Okay, let's look for it then.
Yeah. The shape and size is perfect, and it's also in this like gray, concrete, uneven, raw kind of look, which
I really
contributes, you know, to this Bali vibe, and I think it's what we're looking for. However, I would pair it with different chairs.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, size-wise and look-wise, I think we got it also.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
When it comes to Bali style interiors, what I would say the two most important things are conserving the minimalism, and it's all about materiality. So basically, less is more. It's nice to find maybe bigger pieces, less pieces, not overcrowd the space. And when it comes to materiality, it's all about textures, fabrics, linens, to not be afraid to mix them together and go for different gradients, from creams to whites to grays, even greens. They all get combined together. It's not a matter of just selecting, for example, white and going all white. It's balancing the textures, the softness, the rigidity. Something can be rough and concrete stone with something super soft and linen next to it. This is what combines it all and makes it very warm.
Shopping here is always so easy and convenient, and it's also sustainable, which I love.
Yeah. So what's next on your list for this project?
Well, you gave me a really big task, which is figuring out how to make this 7-meter high cabinet.
Yes.
So better I start thinking about it, and we need to go and start the production as soon as possible.
Good luck.
Thank you. They have a lot of different finishes to select from. The installation is still scheduled next week, right? Quite difficult to match the finish.